Live from the Nicholson School of Communications, it's Tonight's the Night. With special guest, Johnny Magic. And musical guest, the Beat Brothers Band. And now your host, Chris Nielsen.
Hey everybody, it's another great Monday here at Tonight's the Night. As always, I'm your host, Chris Nielsen, and we've got another exciting show for you all. We've got XL 106.7's Johnny Magic here with us, and some great music from the Beat Brothers Band, so make sure you stick around. But first, let's get started with some headlines. Controversy is building over Hillary Clinton as she is diagnosed with walking pneumonia. In other news, Republicans are trying to pass a bill that blocks the sale of chicken noodle soup. Vice presidential candidate Mike Pence refused to say whether David Duke, former Grand Wizard of the KKK, is deplorable, repeating that he's not in the name-calling business. Apparently, he's leaving that part to his running mate, Donald Trump. Galaxy Notes have been recalled as they've started to blow up. Well, I think we all know what we're getting Kim Jong-un for Christmas. Reports of sinister clowns trying to lure away kids to keep coming out from North Carolina and Alabama. Authorities are searching for as many as 24 suspects, all riding in the same small car. They're clowns, yeah. Fans are streaming music by rapper Nelly to help him get out of a $2 million in IRS debt. Hot in Here is not only one of Nelly's most played songs, but it will be also what he's saying when he finally gets his electricity shut off. An 81-year-old Florida man punched another senior citizen over a game of shuffleboard. This isn't the man's first offense, though. He once kicked out an old lady's walker when she turned off Matlock. Grandpa loves his Matlock. Don't turn it off. Protesters rushed to the stage after Ryan Lochte's performance on Dancing with the Stars. And it turns out they were upset over his recent misconduct in Brazil and not his dancing. Magician David Copperfield turns 60 this weekend. For his next trick, he'll make his reading glasses disappear. Oh, wait, they were on his head the whole time. A man in China was hospitalized after waiting 10 days for his date to arrive. In high school, the man was voted least likely to take a hint. Sad, though. Yeah. New research argues that artist Vincent van Gogh was not ill, but instead an alcoholic, which means you need to make sure that your uncle who always yells about politics isn't going to cut off his ear. Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna announced last week on Keeping Up with the Kardashians that they will be having a baby girl. They've narrowed it down to two possible names, Southeast and Higher Ratings. Aw. Nearly 25,000 Australians have signed a petition to put the late crocodile hunter Steve Irwin on the country's currency. I'll admit, I have a limited knowledge about Australia, but I kind of always assumed he was always on their money. Yeah. Now, before we head to commercial, we've got a special piece from our trip to Orlando's MegaCon this summer, so take a look. It was a lot of fun. I'm here at MegaCon Orlando 2016. There's a lot of great cosplay here, dedicated fans, but some of this cosplay, like some of these weapons and costumes, I am scared to death of them. It's honestly pretty crazy. Oh God. Oh. Okay. It looks like I found my new ride for this weekend. All right, I'm gonna go save my parents. Whoa! There we go. Well, that about does it for our coverage of MegaCon Orlando 2016. It's been a great weekend. We saw a lot of great panels, a lot of great cosplay, a lot of really cool vendors. If I had to learn one thing though, it's be yourself. But if you don't want to be yourself, be Deadpool. It's a good alternative and a lot of people are doing it. I'd like to thank Orlando MegaCon for inviting us to their event. If you like what you saw, you can attend MegaCon Tampa Bay on October 28th through the 13th. When we come back, I'll be sitting down with Johnny Magic, so stay tuned.
Experience, the sea, art, lifestyle, travel. This is Seek to See More. Host of Johnny's House on Orlando's #1.
Here. It's raining like crazy outside now.
Yeah, Florida.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was going to take a 45-minute drive, took an hour and a half. My wife even got sick in the car.
Really? Oh man, well I'm glad you guys showed up because otherwise I would have had to do like some sort of interpretive dance in place.
No, I pride myself. When you invited me to come, I couldn't wait to get here.
Yeah, well we want to talk about it. We heard that your schedule is pretty crazy, so I'm glad you got to take the time out to come here. So what's that like being in a crazy radio schedule?
Well, it takes over your life. I wake up at about 2:30 Monday through Friday. I get to the studio around 4, read everything that can be read, have a meeting with my morning show at about 5:30, and then we go live from 6 to 10. So I'd say Sunday through Thursday, I'm pretty disciplined. You know?
How do you do that? Because I'm not a morning person at all.
Well, rule number one in doing morning radio, you have to be able to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't. People ask me if I get used to it. You really don't. It's just that you know that 2:30 is going to happen no matter what you do the night before. So when I was younger, I would stay in nightclubs till maybe 1, take a shower, and then go to work. But I can't.
My gosh.
I can't do that.
On no sleep?
Yeah, no sleep, man.
It's like I can't do that.
I don't drink coffee.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
How do you do this at all?
It's the adrenaline of the job. Like right now, your adrenaline is on 100. You know, and you just use that. You know.
This is nighttime though, so I've been awake long enough that my body's finally like, okay, I can do this.
I saw you pacing in the corner, getting worked up, man. Your adrenaline's on 110% right now.
And then after the show, it's just I'm dead. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So no, what is the what is the hardest part of keeping your voice in shape? You got to have that's all there is. I'm a little under the weather and my voice is kind of fluctuating in and out, but you got to have that.
You know what's funny is over the last 4 days, we just got in from Mexico yesterday on a station trip with listeners, And I think Saturday night I started to lose my voice, and I'm like, oh no, I can't. I almost came in like, hey man, it's so good to see you today. It was almost like that. So for me, it just, I make sure I don't scream a lot, yell a lot, and when I'm at home, talk as little as possible. Normally it just pops in, and like you, when you cut on the mics, it's time to go.
So are you just quiet when you're at home, just to make
no.
sure? You can't. I feel like to be a talk show host, you gotta at least like talking a little bit.
No, the funny thing is that I do this for a living, and when I'm home, I'm really kind of mellow. I'm not that crazy guy on the air. When you turn the mics on, I turn into this character, kind of like when Beyonce turns into Sasha Fierce. When she's on stage, she goes crazy. And I'm like that on the air, but when I'm home, I'm really, really laid back. When people ask my wife all the time, does he tell jokes? She's like, no. Is he always like, it's like, no, he's pretty normal.
You get that all out of your system for radio,
When
right?
I get home, I kind of decompress. I listen to jazz. I play with the dogs, hang out by the pool, smoke a cigar, that kind of thing.
That sounds really relaxing.
You have to, man. When you're on it like 5 days a week, and I pride myself being on. I mean, when I'm on, I'm hitting it. So when it's time for me to relax, I actually relax.
No, you're originally from North Carolina.
Born and raised in Charlotte.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, what brought you over here, and what made you stay so long?
What's funny?
It's Florida, so.
I was in college at Shaw University in Raleigh, North Carolina, and my college roommate, he was from Philadelphia. We had a campus radio station, and he asked me to do the voice for a commercial. It was the voice of Mr. T. And the program director heard it, and then he asked me if I wanted to do an overnight shift. And then I did an overnight shift, and I was nervous, I was scared, I was green. And the next thing you know, I was bitten by the radio bug. So once I was done with college, I came home and I decided to get into radio. And my program director said I got an opportunity for a job in Florida. This was 26 years ago. And he said, I want you to come. And I've been here ever since.
That's great. You have the voice for it, clearly. Yeah. It's all based on, or all started from an impression of Mr. T. That's
Mr.
so great.
T. And I had a really bad Southern accent. And a program director in Charlotte said, if I don't get rid of the accent, then I'll be reading the obituaries in the mountains of North Carolina.
Oh, no.
So I had to work. I mean, I'm from Charlotte. I'm from the South.
Yeah.
I'm born and raised, So every now and then, the accent will come back.
Just a little bit.
But I had to work on it to get rid of it. So. And it worked out for me.
Yeah, can you say a sentence with, give us a little bit of a Southern drawl for us?
Well, when I go home, I see my family, my mom and my dad, and, we see the dog, and we play out in the yard, and, stuff like that.
See, I'm from Georgia, so it's that's I hear that sound all the time. Yeah. So what's now that you're here in Orlando, what would you say is the favorite part about Orlando for you?
There's always something to do. Being here so long, the city has really embraced my show and embraced me, and there's always something to do. I have an invitation to do something every single night. If there's a play opening, I'll get an invite to that. Halloween Horror Nights, VIP opening for that. It's always something to do, and I really enjoy that. And for me, it's like if I want to be in the public, I can, and if I don't, then I know where I can go. I just love the people here. Everyone is so nice and embracing. And I think that's why I stayed here so long. I thought I was going to come here for a couple of years and move up the ranks and then end my career in New York. But once I was here for a couple of years, I just fell in love with the city and the people. And before you know it, I've been here 26 years.
That's awesome. Now, do you get recognized at all? I know you're a radio. You do. Awesome.
Yeah, I get recognized a lot now. More with social media. Now this exploded. The Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. Now it's more so than ever before. That we go out. When I go out, people recognizing us. I love it. Because it just shows that people appreciate what we do. So I don't have a problem with that. But I know where to go and where not to go, and if I want to be recognized, and time to go to restaurants when I will be and when I won't be. But I love it.
That's cool. Yeah, for a radio personality to be, recognized on the show. We do a TV show here, and I get recognized around UCF, so that's impressive. So.
I think it's great. I watched the show before I came on.
Really? Nice.
I tell you, man, you got a future ahead of you. That's one reason I decided to go on the show. I looked at this guy, and I'm like, you know what? This guy's gonna have a night show somewhere. Just hang in there.
You're just in it for the long-term benefents of. No,
no. I expect you to get the national show, and then I was like, hey, man, it's Johnny Magic. Remember me?
Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah. So now, what would you say, is there anything difficult about kind of talking about local Florida news, or is it fun? Because we have a lot of fun here talking about the crazy Florida news that
we talk about it, but you know, we have to be very careful because the people that are creating the news are listeners.
True.
So when you're talking about, you know, a story, that person is listening, and what I try to do is I'll say the story, but I won't say the names.
Right.
Because you know, sometimes there's family members that don't know. I mean, we will make jokes of the situation, but we try not to call them out because next thing you know, someone's mom or brother or cousin or whoever, now they know that this person is involved in some really dumb news that happens here. So we're very cautious of that.
Now, how did you? There were a lot of things that happened in the summer, but one of them was the Pulse attack.
Yes.
And did you cover that?
Absolutely. You know, the morning that it happened, I was sleeping, and my wife was up, and she told me that there was a tragic shooting. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I started watching the news, and I realized how big it was. My program director at the time called me, and he says, hey, are you watching the news? I said, yeah. He said, what do you want to do? I said, let's get the team together. And this is Sunday morning about 9. So I called, you know, all the members of the show, text them and said, hey, you know what's going on? Let's go on the air. So, you know, we went on the air probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and we stayed on till 7 or 8 that night, nonstop, no commercials, no breaks, just nonstop news coverage. And, you know, it was touching because we were talking to people who at that time didn't know if they lost a loved one. You know, and they were telling me about how the police went in and there were just cell phones. You know, amongst the bodies, there were cell phones going off from loved ones trying to find out if their loved ones was okay. And it was a very emotional time. And I think what we tried to do was bring the city together, just bring them peace, because the first thing in the morning, no one knew what was going on. Was it a terrorist attack? Was it going to happen again somewhere around the city? You know, people were angry. You know, they wanted to, you know, get revenge. And I think what we tried to do was just bring a calming voice to the city and let everybody know, you know what? Let's let love overcome hate. You know, don't let the hate that happened there get inside of us. Let's love each other, because love is bigger than hate. And we got the message across, and we stayed on the next day until about noon.
That's really good, because in those situations you got to be
have to.
That familiarity, I think, is what people need. So when they hear that, you know, they hear your voice, they hear the show, they're like, there is something that's steady, that's going on in a time.
And that's funny you said that, because that's what we got from a lot of people, or that we get from listeners now, that when they turned on the radio that day, they heard a calming voice. You know, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, what is happening, don't let that affect us. You know, that was a hate crime. You know, it wasn't a crime of a gay club in Orlando. It was a crime against all of us. And as a community, we'll get through it together, and we stood strong. When I saw the first rally that we had and the number of people that came out with candles, it showed that, you know, Orlando strong, or Orlando love, and we really pulled together as a city during that time.
Now, on a lighter note, we did get something for you. We're aware of your affinity for key lime pie, so we got you some key lime pie. Yeah, we got you some key lime pie.
Get out of here! Thank you.
So
I love that.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
No, thank you for having me, man. Success to you and your show in the future, and I had a great time being here.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
But it's not over yet. We still got the Beat Brothers Band coming up, so we'll be right back after these messages.
Today, when you have multiple devices at your fingertips, wouldn't it be great if you could run the software you need on all of them? Well, now you can. UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. For more information or to give your input on UCF Apps, go to apps.ucf.edu. What are you waiting for? Start using UCF Apps today.
Grubhub, Instacart, and Tap & Go. These are just a few of the countless food delivery apps cluttering your phone's app store, but they all lack one major feature that I know you and the rest of America have been craving: the ability to buy other people's leftovers.
Hello, we're here today to show you an app that will revolutionize the way we buy food. With our app, ABC Foods, trademark pending, we plan to combine the convenience of ordering food like Tap & Go with the money-saving aspects of Uber.
You'll be able to find registered chewers in your area who have uneaten food readily available for you to purchase and have delivered straight to your door.
This makes it very easy for those who want a quality dinner without the hassle of paying for more food than they can eat.
So please help us help you and fund ABC Foods.
We'll get you your meal today.
Today, when you have multiple devices at your fingertips, wouldn't it be great if you could run the software you need on all of them? Well, now you can. UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. For more information or to give your input on UCF Apps, go to apps.ucf.edu. What are you waiting for? Start using UCF Apps today.
Here with us now is the Beat Brothers Band. Take it away, guys.
Song. Won't you tell me, how could you belong to me? Can't you see? Oh, my. Let me show you how good it can be. Let me tell you how much you mean to me.
All right, that was our latest song. It's called Never Gonna Let You Go. Up next, hope you're ready for some Beatles. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just 17, you know what I mean. And the way she looked was way beyond repair. She wouldn't dance with another. Oh, I saw her standing there. Well, she looked at me, and I
Thank you, Beat Brothers. So, that was awesome, guys. I love the Beatles. Yeah. So, how did you guys meet, first off?
Well, me and Danny are brothers. So we met through our family, believe it or not.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
No, I could tell the resemblance, but I wasn't sure. Fraternal, right? Yeah. Like, okay, yeah, not completely identical. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are your biggest musical influences? I think Beatles might be
maybe
one of them. I
Just
don't
a
know.
bit, yeah. Beatles, Beach Boys, Elvis, Billy Joel, Michael Jackson, a lot of classics.
Yeah, I love your guys' sound. It's really good. Yeah. I love the classics. Now, now, can you tell viewers where they can find you online, or and your next gig too as well?
Well, this Friday, we play gigs pretty much weekly. This Friday, we're going to Cocoa Village. If you want to go to the beach, go to Murdoch's. We play all around. As far as social media, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, where we're going to be posting that new song. The first song we played, Never Gonna Let You Go, we're in the midst of recording it. So once we're done recording it, we're going to release it, and you guys can listen to it there.
Awesome.
Finished version.
Check these guys out. Do you guys mind playing us out?
Oh, definitely.
Awesome. All right, guys, take it away.
Every morning I wake up with a song about you in my head. Never thought that we'd break up, but you won't believe what I said. You can take just a bit of your time in your very, very busy day. Maybe a letter or a postcard, you just gotta listen what I say. I wanna tell you, girl, you are so fine. I wanna tell you that you're sweet. I wanna let you know you're mine, all mine. You got everything I need. When I see you walking down the street, it makes me wanna take you by the hand. Doesn't take me by surprise when I meet another girl who doesn't understand. You can take another look at yourself and think the way you did just today. If I can get an answer on the phone, man, I'll tell you what I wanna say. I wanna tell you, girl, you're so fine. I wanna tell you that you're sweet. I wanna let you know you're mine, all mine. You got everything I need. You're sweet. I wanna let you know you're mine, all mine. You got everything I need.
Today, when you have multiple devices at your fingertips, wouldn't it be great if you could run the software you need on all of them? Well, now you can. UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. For more information or to give your input on UCF Apps, go to apps.ucf.edu. What are you waiting for? Start using UCF Apps today.
Coming up on UCF Nightly News, tragedy struck Orlando while many students were on summer break. Now they are finding ways to cope.
Zika is now on Central Florida's radar. Find out what health officials are doing to keep the community prepared.
And a storm might be headed toward Florida coasts. Find out how you can prepare.
In sports, a first look at a new UCF field that's been named the best in the Southeast.
Nightly News starts now.
It was back to campus and back to work this week as UCF kicked off the fall semester. Good afternoon and welcome to Nightly News. I'm Olivia Stasny.
And I'm Bryant Pereira. Today is Friday, August 26th, 2016. You're watching our first newscast of the semester, and for many students at UCF, it's their first week back since a tragedy hit our community over the summer. The Pulse nightclub shooting was the deadliest mass public shooting in American history, and it happened right here in our city beautiful. Nightly News reporter Jenna Smith spoke with one student about her continued effort to unify the community.
Oh my God, and I went back.
That was UCF's